Hello, welcome to Skadoosh Move channel. Today my mom is going to teach you how, or show you how to start your mango seed.
And start an avocado seed and other stuff regarding indoor gardening.
And so have an amazingly awesome fall season.
Hi, those were my two youngest daughters, and hopefully I can go ahead and have my oldest daughter as well as maybe even my husband on some of these videos, but we'll see. We'll see. At any rate, right now, today, I want to go ahead and show you how to plant a mango. And also I went ahead and gathered a bunch of kiwi seeds. I took a kiwi and pulled out about 100 kiwi seeds, and I thought, hey, you know what, I'm going to see if I can grow one of these. And then also, I told you in one of my other videos that my family picked seeds and they stuck them in these containers, and they decided to try to grow indoor seeds. And so what we're going to do is show you how to transplant this little guy. He's been like growing about twice the size every day for the past 3 days once it started getting through its little once it sprouted. The dirt is about this much, and it was a little yellow when it was coming out, so I stuck it under our lights, and this is what it looks like right now. Can you believe that? And so we're going to transplant this little guy. My son decided, hey, you know what? If I'm going to plant and try a seed indoors, I want to go with Big Mac's pumpkins. So we'll see how big it gets and see if it'll survive. But anyway, this is his pumpkin, and we're going to go ahead and transplant that. Let's start out with this little guy, and we're going to use our pot. Now, I found that any soil will do. Just pick any soil, but for me, I found that my nursery has the best soil. It has the proper soil that I need. So I'm going to plant this. And so what I do is, this is my Big Mac, or Big Macs, and what I'm doing is kind of squeezing the sides to loosen it up. And then I'm going to stick my fingers on either side so that he doesn't get too drastic here on falling out, because I'd like to try to save the seeds. See, it's a little on the root bound side. I mean, this was just a few days, so we're gonna make this little guy happy. Some of his dirt fell out, but that's okay, because we're gonna put more dirt around him. Now, Praxis 55712 said that melons and tomatoes and also peppers are ones that can grow stems or grow roots from their stems. And so I believe he also said pumpkins are also ones that will grow roots from their stems. So I've been going ahead and planting it just a little underneath those two first leaves there. And I'm just going ahead and putting dirt all around it, trying not to get dirt right in the... Sorry, there's a pause. Trying to get dirt in where it's growing. So, and you just gently go ahead and pack it. Don't pound it down, just gently pack it around. And we'll grab some more dirt here, or I should say potting soil. Don't you love my pots? Yes, they're fancy pots, aren't they? I've decided to go ahead and get the fancy kinds. No, actually, these came from plants that I went ahead and purchased from the nursery this last summer, and my dog is trying to get my attention. Hang on a second. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. My dog was telling me she needed to go outside. So, alright, so I just gently packed it down. I stuck it low so I could go ahead and put more in as it grows. And I've been sticking this little guy underneath the 6500 Kelvin light that I have. It's 26 watts, but it equals to the regular 100 watts. And so been sticking it right up close to it, and wow, it's not only gotten green, but it's gotten huge. So we planted, and I will stick this little guy underneath the growing lights. I'm adding a little bit of water here. I also have, in this one, you can't see it, but underneath, you see all that white right there? Since I don't have paper towels, I went ahead and put toilet paper down there. And so I stuck it down there to prevent the dirt from falling out, but there's a lot of holes because these are those nursery pots. And these, you can get them anywhere from, I don't know, if you're buying one of those starter plants for outside, or maybe you wanted to start a raspberry bush or something and you get these pots, save them, use them for future, because that's what I've been doing, and they work great. And so here is our little Big Mac. And so we'll see what happens with this guy and see if he'll grow up to be fairly big. I'm sure he won't get to over 200 pounds. We'd need a lot of lights, but this is how you transplant this little guy. All right, now let's go to the next step. All right, here we have, that's been sitting in our refrigerator for a while. I've been so busy doing things, I haven't had time to get this one planted. This one is a mango, and I've planted it on the 5th of October. I wrote it on the plastic right here, and it was already growing a little bit of root, and so we've gotten it wet in there, and I've been sticking it on a heat pad, just on medium, because it's not directly on a heat pad, it's actually in a plastic container in a heat pad. I can show you that in a second. So anyway, I filled this pot already, kind of moistened it already, and I filled it up about there, and then we're going to go ahead and pull this out. Now, technically, a lot of times, if I can show you, you see this? This is where the root's coming out. Technically, that would not be there. Sometimes it will pop open. When you open it up and start eating it, you'll see that it's already cracked. In other cases, it has gone ahead and you'll have to crack it, and you want to gently crack it open, being careful not to go ahead and split this. I think you'd want to start down here. I went ahead and took a butter knife and just scraped as much as I could off and rinsed it, stuck in the refrigerator until I could be done. We'll see if it grows being in the refrigerator and all, because it's sure cold in there. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, never hurts to try new things. So I'm sticking my fingers gently in here if I can, and I'm gonna gently open this seed up. Oop. Sorry. Did you hear that crack? Alright. See that? There is the inside of the seed. So we're going to plant this little thing. I'm going to dip it in some water. Here is my irrigation water outside. Shh. Okay, so here is my seed. And what we're going to do is, from what I understand, you're supposed to just lay it right there. Some people have gone ahead, sorry, those are my dogs. Anyway, some people have gone ahead and grown these in water, kind of like an avocado, only not with the toothpicks. In this case, Praxis showed just sticking it in there. I'm going to try his way and just stick it in there and see what happens. Okay, so we are going to put about an inch worth, Tiki, shh, about an inch worth of potting soil on top, gently packing it down, not tightly, remember, just gently, and adding some water. Now, from what I understand, if your water is bubbling on top and not going in, warm up the water first and then put it in there, and it should settle in right well. Tiki, shh. What do you need? What do you need? You're gonna have to wait a second. Hold on. Okay, so we've watered this, and then what I'm going to do is stick plastic on it. And when you put a rubber band around it, I got this at the Family Dollar. When you put a rubber band around it, then nothing can get inside. So I will go ahead and write mango in today's date, and I will stick it on the warmer and see. I believe it takes about 2 weeks or so before it starts growing. Have patience, don't fret, just keep watching it and see. Make sure it's in a warm spot. I'm in the fall and it's getting kind of cool outside. Sometimes it's 40 degrees on up to 60 degrees right now, so I'm trying to keep the house warm. There you go, that's that. Now I want to go ahead and see about planting some of these. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and plant 3 seeds in here because I don't know if these are going to grow or not. Now I'm not going to do the traditional stick it in a plastic and grow it in the plastic, because I'm going to just put this under a warm plate there. I hope you can hear me. The dogs are playing and they love making a noise. So here I went ahead and stuck 3 right here, and I'm going to gently put a little bit more soil on. Tiki, stop. Go get her. Go get her. Go get Boo. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water. And then I am going to go ahead and put my plastic. See, what I did was I have a cup here to capture any water, and then I have 2 or 3 holes right there, so that the water can wash out, so that I'm not overwatering my plants, because I'm still learning, and I think it's very good that I go ahead and do that so that I don't kill off my plants. Again, I'll go ahead and write today's date and what it is, because in the beginning I didn't do that and I have no idea which pepper I have. So anyway, this is how you go ahead and plant the kiwi. We'll see what happens. And our mangoes. And also our, let me get it out, our pumpkin.